This video is not sponsored but gives a shameless plug to cleanhands.co.uk for all your isopropanol and hand sanitizer needs during the COVID-19 outbreak. Hi guys, Ralph here. Now, those who watch the channel quite regular will know about my two Dreamcasts. I had originally three. I got two from Blackpool last year at the Expo. One I'd already bought before that. Now, I made, if you remember, an almost perfect one. This has got all the goodies inside. Everything's fine. Everything's absolutely spot on. And I think I did the... I'm not sure if I did both actually. I think I did both the battery mods on these. The case on this one is almost perfect. It was retrobrighted myself. I didn't actually do that on video, I don't think. But it was one of them weekend projects. It was absolutely lovely, glorious weather. So retrobrighted both of them. This one doesn't come out as well. It's a little bit, tiny bit yellowed, but this is the one that I want to hack to pieces. I want to do stuff with and mod it. And I'd rather have one that's perfect, that I can keep for playing games when I want to on a disc. The plans for this in the next few months, hopefully, is a GD EMU in there, the adapter with the SD card. If not, there are other alternatives out there to do. I think I've got some other modding as well to do on this. I'm not entirely certain, but there are things I want to do with this. But I want to get this out of the way because I don't want to touch that. But this, there's an eBay account that is selling shells for this, and they're absolutely perfect. They're amazing to look at. They look absolutely spot on, even down to having the plastic for the modem, which would be nice because a lot of the old ones used to have bits for the top, bits for the bottom, all they had. This would be white, and that would be the same as well. But they sell absolutely everything. But for the UK, there's £65 plus another £25 odd delivery, so it puts it up to nearly £90 for a case, which, yes, I would be willing to pay. However, I'm not. So what I'm going to do is attempt to decase this, and I want to paint the case. Now, I've got other projects as well that I want to do exactly the same on, so whether or not this turns out well or not is, yeah, we'll find out in the next, well, you'll find out in the next few minutes or so. But first I've got to dismantle this, fully strip this down. I'll probably end up leaving the power button as is and the open button as is. Maybe not, I don't know. That's going to get redone, so that label has to come off. And I want to take the Dreamcast label off as well and reapply that. I can't do anything with that or that, but I don't really care. But the parts I need to spray up are the lid, well, the top section, the lid, the bezel part for the joystick ports, the rear section, and the modem. So all these have to come to pieces. I might do a nice little funny fast forward video and show you all, because these are only 1, 2, 3, 4 screws to get out, and then we're going to get certain bits and bats off it, and then it's a case of dismantling the lid sections away from it. And it's, once you've done it a few times, it gets a little bit easier. But there's certain bits that I can either spray over or not spray over. I'll be doing a spray and I'll be doing undercoat before that to make sure this is going alright, then a lacquer over the whole lot of it. I'm not 100% certain on what colour I want. There are two cases that the Australian guy, the Australian eBay account sell. One of them is a matte black, and that looks gorgeous. The second one is a see-through, it's a gorgeous blue. But I don't know, the case looks lovely at blue, but whether or not it looks good with all the silver metalwork inside it or not, I don't know. So let me get started on dismantling this and seeing what, yeah, where we are, and see how much work we've got to do. And here you have it, a fully disassembled Dreamcast. Again. Now I keep things in pots because it makes it easy to reassemble, because the screws that come in here come for the modem, screws go in there, go in the fan, so forth, so forth. Everything goes with there, all the external cases, including the two plastic, well, foam feet, which you just have two plastic ones there, which are just a little bit weird. Well, because that side, because of the back two. But make sure you take these off, clean off as much, if not all, of the sticky stuff you can. If you can, isopropanol. I mean, to be honest, with the full lockdown sort of thing going on, I am really struggling for this sort of stuff. But one of my Patreons, Jamie T, he doesn't run Inspired. Well, I get this stuff from Amazon, but to be honest, I'm looking for better quality and better availability, to be honest. He actually runs a website called cleanhands.co.uk. I'll put a link or a thing up in this or that corner, whatever. And they sell isopropanol, they sell hand sanitizer, they're doing a lot of stuff. They sell the 70% alcohol, and they sell the 99.9%, which is what I use for all this stuff. I mean, this is okay as a product, but I want some stuff off him. Because I'm not sponsored by Jamie. He's one of our patrons, and he's a very good businessman. So cleanhands.co.uk. Go there, get some isopropanol, help clean stuff out. Like, oh, you noticed with the top here with the badge, soak it with isopropanol. Let it try and get underneath it. Try and just coax up a little bit. It will jellify the glue underneath here. So it came out as one full piece. And it's still got some sticky on the back that I could probably put it back anyway. But absolutely perfect. Just need a bit of time to loosen it off with. So if you're going to do that sort of stuff, be careful and take your time. So I'm left with a pile of plastics and a pile of goodies. So I'll let me clear these away, get that on here and tell you what I'm going to do with it. Plastics are plenty. Now, all these are clean. All these have every bit of sticky. It's like in these parts here, these are kind of small felt pads. Took those off as well. Anything that wants spraying, anything that doesn't want spraying, what wants removing from these. So absolutely everything. I probably won't spray the inside, but I might have to go over certain bits, like that lip there may be shown. So what I might have to do is spray this side, spray that side, then turn over and maybe go over the edges on certain bits. That will have to be double-sided because you're going to have to open it up and you will see this side anyway. But I'm going to undercoat all of these and then spray over with the colour I've decided. Or not decided, I'll figure it out. I wasn't going to do the open and the power buttons, but I think they'll look stupid if they're not. So there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 pieces of plastic to do. So let me get the undercoat out. Get this set up. If you want to see a spraying video, then there's plenty online. I'll show you these when they've got the undercoat on and then with the first coat of paint and afterwards. That's the way I'm going to do this. I'm not going to show you me spraying. It's not interesting. It's, yeah. But bear with me, we'll get this done and hopefully looking better than a little bit yellowed. And a little bit different colour. So they all blend in perfectly well with each other. Or we'll see what happens. Okay, priming done. Now, it doesn't look pretty, but it's a primer. You don't put a thick coat on, you just need something that the paint will adhere to. It should have worked alright straight onto plastic, but I'm just going to be as professional as I can. So everything, 7 pieces are done. I've even done the inside of the lid and the edges along here that may be seen. I'm going to spray over everything with black anyway, but this is ready for a first coat. Oh yeah, decided, black, matte. So we'll see if this is any good or not. If not, then yeah, see what happens. But yeah, matte black. I've not gone for the blue. I think it looks really good in matte black. So we'll see what happens when we start spraying, shall we? I think we'll start spraying right now. First main spray done. Now, they're not come out as perfect as I was hoping for, mainly because the plastics weren't perfect in every way. You couldn't tell a lot of things anyway, but at the top on here there is, I'll admit everything, there's a dip over there, there's a few scratches and bits over here. There's absolutely nothing. Oh, that come off. There's a few little pits and stuff. If you look at a side angle, should we have a look? It's not bad. It's really not bad. But I'm actually quite happy. It doesn't go, it's not gloss. I wanted matte. It's not as matte as I'd hoped. But there's still bits to do right underneath there, because that will be shown. So the top coat's where everything's done. That part's now done. I'm not going to bother with that side because you're going to see it. The buttons are done. They're too thick on the sides. It'll never fit in and out, on and off. The bottom, I think I will do certain bits inside. Not too much, not go over the top. And so inside there as well. So the top coats are done on over these. These need to dry fully, cure off. And then I can flip over and spray everything. And then it is like actually looking not too bad for a Dreamcast that cost me about £4. It actually ain't bad at all. So let's leave these another overnight to finish off. I'll stand up better, yeah. And then we'll get these sprayed the other side, lacquered up as much as I can. A couple of coats of clear lacquer. I have got some matte. Actually with one part, I think I'll try it with that to see if it does go from this nice little sheen sort of satin. Absolute nightmare. See, there's like the end of it. Bit inside of that lip there I want spraying, but I'll get that when I spray the inside of here. So yeah, it's going pretty well so far. Right, so drying time and do the spray can tomorrow. Okay. Inner coat done. All I need to do now, the inner coat doesn't look too bad. Yeah, the only part you actually will mainly see is the inside of there, maybe just a little bit. That's not that side, that goes there. Doubtful anything inside that, the bottom half anyway, but definitely inside of the lid. But this will get done for if and when I ever get a GDAMU in there. The SD card, but yeah, everything seems to go in fine. Don't need any more than what's already on there. At the inside of there, I'm never ever going to see this from the outside. Doesn't really matter. So I'll need some clear matte lacquer. It's come out really well, to be honest. Clear matte lacquer. The insides are fully dry because you just feel a little bit tacky as I hold in the underside of that. Doesn't need a perfect coat underneath here. Like you see there, it does not need any perfect coat. It's fine. So yeah, time to get some lacquer on these, I think. I'm getting it sealed in and then we can put it together. And this is the complete, done, painted, lacquered pieces, plastic of the Dreamcast. They don't actually come out too bad. When did the spray come out on, I'm trying to think of the pieces when I haven't lacquered. When it actually came back, it was kind of shinier and the lacquer has just dulled things down to a perfect matte black, which is exactly what I wanted. All I need now is not to have put too thick a coat on and get on with putting this together. So, do I film that bit or not? I filmed the other bit, why wouldn't I? Now, it's an absolute nightmare to put back together again. I will do a cut this time of me just put this suddenly appearing as done. So, yes. So when you see this next, everything will be back into place, all the tubs with the pieces will be in the right places and stuff, done, and we'll have a black Sega Dreamcast of my own spraying, my own hands, my own fair and, yeah, damaged hands. Done and reassembled. Sorry about not showing you, but there's enough videos out there showing you how to reassemble. If not, just watch the beginning bit of this one where I went fast forward, slow it down and reverse. Yeah, fine. You'll get the idea. It's just simple in these. This is what one of my first videos of this really worried me about is, are these type of consoles all exact copies, because the PlayStation is exactly the same. Power supply, CD on the top, and then underneath there's a small square motherboard. They're exactly the same. All virtually the same generation. This is more like the PlayStation 2, or was it the Saturn? No, this is PS2 equivalent side by side of, but absolutely brilliant. I mean, it's not perfect, but a little bit of oil there on the joints. But it all matches, and it's all a beautiful matte black. And there's one thing I forgot, which you can see up top of here. I thought, is that in place there? There's plenty of sticky already on there anyway. Let's get you in a little bit. Yeah, beautiful. Very, very nice. I'm going to plug it in to make sure that you see that it is actually working. Where is the socket? There it is. Power supply in, switch on, and works fine. Got my blue LED mod on from the last video I did with this. Open her up. This is not as quick, but I'll warn you now, if you're going to do this, you're going to build up the layers of plastic, the paint on top of the plastic. There will be slight problems fitting certain bits, like the power buttons. You're best just spraying the top and a little bit around the edge. Anything that you can see, spray. Anything less, it's quite tight and won't go. It will work. It works absolutely fine on mine because I scraped away some of the paint. Things like that will be a small problem. Like the lifting as well. It's kind of, the plastic's holding a little bit down. It will open fine, but over time this will loosen. See, looks perfect. And the blue Dreamcast logo, I say, goes perfect with my blue power light. Done. Job sorted. So now I have a black and, yes, my creamy, beigey, whitey, lighty, whatever you colour. See, I'll do a compare. Here we go, press. This is going to be slower, obviously. It does hold, and it is slightly moving, but it will move. It's just, there's a, like I said, there's a paint level on top of these. These were never designed for being resprayed, but it's a hell of a lot cheaper than buying a second shell for these. And you can pick your colour, to be honest, instead of the ones they're selling. Do I recommend doing this? Well, yeah, I do actually. Just layer up the paint steadily. This project took me about 5 days to do. Let the paint set, let the paint dry, take your time. This is going to go on the shelf for the next God knows how long until I actually use it again. You're not in a rush to do it. Maybe if you wanted to spray one layer, a thin layer on it once a week, make it a month-long project for yourself. But it looks a lot better than what it was. A hell of a lot better. And this is prime for some more modding. A lot more modding to this to do. Like I said, this one's going to be my I want to play games on from a CD. This one will be the GDEMU one when I get around to either buying one or finding one cheap enough, because they are either a rip-off and they don't work, or they're massively expensive. It'd be nice if some company did turn around and go, here you go, here's our version. I mean, I know I missed on the GDEMUs anyway, but yeah, there'll be somebody someday making some different types, have a better idea. Actually, there's the other idea about going through, well, that's on the Sega Saturn, isn't it? Yeah, there's a slot on the back, but there'll be more modders doing stuff out there, I'm sure. Comment below. Tell me if you've done this yourself. Show me the pictures. I'd love to see what you've done with yours. With that in mind, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy these videos. If you want to be a Patreon, the links are down below to help out the channel, to keep me going a little bit longer. Because some of these channels are absolutely a nightmare to try and create content for and try and survive. There's content creators going out of doing this every single day, and there's new people coming along, and it's so impossibly difficult to do these sort of things. But just still plod along. So yeah, please like and subscribe. Follow me on social media. I'll see you in a new video. Bye bye for now. Hi guys, Ralph.